A living will is the document that we use for clients when they want to tell their family their wishes for their end of life. When they have a terminal illness, an irreversible coma, then they're telling their family whether or not they want to be kept alive or whether they want to be allowed to die naturally. I almost never have a client that wants to be kept alive longer than they should be. Almost everybody I've met, they want to make sure that when it's their time, when it's ready to go, that they're allowed to die naturally. However, if you don't have a living will, if you don't have some planning in place, you're going to end up like Terri Schiavo. Terri Schiavo was a lady in her 40s or 50s. I was in law school at the time, and I remember this case. She did not have a living will, and she went into a nursing home, and her family thought it may be a long-term situation. Her husband thought it was the end. He thought it was terminal, but her parents did not, and there was a conflict in the family. So even a family where everybody loved Terri, they were in conflict with each other because Terri did not have an estate plan. She didn't have a living will. And as a result, what happens if you don't have an estate plan, if you don't have a living will, is that your family, when they get in conflict, they go to court. Terri's family went all the way to the United States Supreme Court. The president at the time filed a brief in the action. Can you believe that? Just a simple decision about whether or not it's the end of your life or not. The president of the United States filing a brief in that case. And people always say, what was so special about Terri Schiavo? The only thing that made Terri Schiavo different from you and me, she was just a normal person, but the only thing that was different about her was she did not have a living will. If Terri had had a living will, most of us would not have heard about Terri Schiavo's case, because these are private matters. And the only way for you to keep them private, to keep the government or whoever out of your business, is for you to make sure that you have a plan. Put a plan in place to take care of yourself and your family during these difficult times.